Hello guys, welcome back to the Sports Vehicle Performance YouTube channel. Today we're back and we're going to be doing a challenge. We're joined by this Peugeot 205 GTI Group A rally car and we're going to be
daily driving it, seeing what we can do and seeing what we can come up with. We've got a few little challenges in the plan for this car and we're going to see how it gets on, well how we get on more than anything.
How we get on tackling those challenges. So yeah, we're going to get in the car, get belted in, we'll show you around it first and then we'll get on the road and get stuck into some challenges. So we'll start by just having a look under the bonnet. So this is actually the 1.6 GTI engine, but built to full Group A specification. As you can see, it's fairly tidy, you know, built to the regulations. You've got, you know, quite a few modifications to it. We won't bore you with them all, but it's going to make it interesting on the road, put it that way. It's geared to just over 100 miles an hour, I think something like 104 in fifth. So you're going to be lots of gear changes and, you know, we're going to be making, it might be a bit noisy, put it that way. Maybe a bit. Especially if we're on a dual carriageway or whatever, we'll be, yeah. Burning through fuel as well, that's also not good for the economy. Inside, bucket seats. These are like carbon Kevlar ones. They're quite nice seats, but again, not as comfy as your luxury leather. You've got no carpets, you've got race steering wheel, you know, pretty much everything you need to go rallying, from fire extinguishers. You never know, that might come useful. Let's hope not.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Yeah, Group A pedal box, brake bias, you know, roll cage.
I will say there is no radio though, so that
is
one.
Look at this. It may have a roll cage, but this is French lightness. So it's got a roll cage, but it's not very strong. Well, but therefore less weight, more performance.
Makes you feel safe already.
So let's take a look in the back, and then we'll get into it. So got a spare wheel, may come in useful. Got plenty of storage space. Also got a roll cage. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll
try and get ourselves strapped.
We'll try and get ourselves.
Yeah, this is the interesting part.
And then, yeah, we'll get stuck in on the road and see where we end up. Right, let's get into it.
Oh God, I'll tell you.
I just about fit in the seat. My pockets don't. Oh my God.
Oh, this is like getting into a Rolls Royce or something, I tell you.
Enough said on about. I should know this by now.
I say you've done it long enough.
It's worn out.
Oh, I've beaten you by a mile.
Skinnier than me, man. Oh, you know what? I didn't even check these belts actually fit. I'm probably going to need adjusting, man.
Well, because I'm so skinny, they're probably going to fit me.
To be fair, we're all right. We're technically legal if we just put the top two on. I can't get the sides on me. I probably could, but I'd be very, very trapped. So we're just going to go for the top two.
I'm trying to see if I could help you with it.
No, we'll go with two. We're still legal at that. So,
I'm just safer, especially with that roof.
We're now in the car. Let's try and fire it up.
This is going to be
interesting when it doesn't fire. As you can see, we've got an array of switches. So you want to put your master switch on, your fuel pump, you can hear that.
Just about.
Ignition, and then we'll give it some cranking and see what happens. Oh yeah, first
Hopefully
time.
you can still hear it.
Yeah, that might be an issue. We might have to talk rather loud.
Right,
right.
Kind of loud. Okay, right.
Into here we go.
Now.
Oh. Initially, I'm already noticing the extreme vibrations. You can see the way the bonnet's vibrating. Oh, got a bit of a squeaky auxiliary valve. I'm sure that's what your neighbours would love to hear in the morning.
No, it's perfect. It's what you want. You are clear.
To be fair, the clutch feel isn't too bad. Like, it's not really snappy. Oh no, we've got traffic.
We have got traffic. Luckily we're in a rally car.
We're in a rally car, we've got some guard. We can go over
off-road.
It's digging into me neck. No. As you can hear, we're already in third gear. That just shows how short the gear ratios are. Fourth gear and we're doing 30 miles an hour. That's fifth gear and still put like, it's ridiculous. Right, indicators are on the left-hand side.
See if we're clear, which we are.
We're on a bit of a hill now, so hill start with the clutch.
put it to the test.
Nicely done.
And it's gone. Professional driver, everyone.
You can already feel the diff fighting. Oh, that's the wrong gear. That's fourth, there's second. And we've got to self-cancel the indicator because there's no self-cancellation anymore with the different steering wheel.
It is getting a bit louder.
Yeah, like we're doing currently 45 miles an hour and I am pretty much shouting like rather loud. If I go any quicker, the louder it's going to get. Let's just take it up to 60, the speed limit for this road, and we'll see. That is a bit ridiculous. Like, you do actually have it. We'll slow down a bit so you can hear probably a bit better.
It sounds like it wants to take off.
I've never felt so alive going 60 miles an hour before. It's yeah, a bit crazy. We do actually have headsets that plug into the intercom, but they're not in the car. They're back at the workshop. We forgot those.
Yes,
but
we do.
It probably wouldn't actually improve you hearing us. It would just improve us hearing each other, which we don't want to do anyway.
No, I don't want to do the same anyway.
Yeah. We're currently making our way towards the local town of Ulster, and we're going to be putting it through a couple of challenges. So we get on.
So, as you may have just heard, or maybe not, we're going to be putting this car through a range of small challenges, and firstly, we'll be needing to get some fuel. So, to do so, we'll be starting here at our workshop and heading in towards Ulster to get some fuel just here. So, let's see how we go on, shall we?
Cars like this just don't work until you've got to be driving them hard. Going slowly. Oh my god! Okay, well there's the brakes for you. Just to add to that level of noise.
That's a bit of an interesting noise. I think that might wake up your neighbours if the engine doesn't.
We're currently coasting down a hill in fourth gear with no throttle and it's this loud. If you had a radio you wouldn't hear it. So yeah, it's a good job I haven't got one. No aircon, as we've already said. It's already getting rather warm in here on a late June day. To be honest, it's not even that hot. It's been a lot warmer. Still fairly early on in the day.
It is quite warm in here, in the cabin as a whole.
You've got no obviously carpet insulation, nothing keeping the engine heat away. You can feel the heat on your legs from the gearbox and the engine, you know, working its way down the transmission tunnel. Crack a window. Oh, we can just get the window past the roll cage.
I can't even reach for it.
Yeah, the co-driver being a rally car sat a fair way further back and also lower down. You'll notice down a lot of rally cars, mainly for weight distribution.
I'm trying to stop the camera from moving around so much.
It's the vibrate. Oh my gosh.
I think everyone can hear that.
That is not pleasant.
I don't know what you mean, it's quite fun. This feels like the longest journey ever.
Yeah, like this is probably about a 10-minute drive at most. And yeah, it's already feeling long.
Well, as you can see, the journey is certainly being fun so far. But after what felt like hours, we finally managed to arrive at the fuel station. So, let's see how we got on.
So we've just arrived at the fuel station.
Luckily it's empty.
Luckily there's actually some room. So yeah, we'll see how this goes in the first challenge. It shouldn't really be an issue because it's a standard fuel system on this, like fuel tank and stuff. Remember to put petrol in it. Which side is it? It's actually on the right side.
Yeah. Are the pumps going to reach?
They're very... We'll go back there. They're quite old-fashioned pumps here, so they might not have the extra length hose. Disappointing, really.
God almighty. Oh, that's just diesel.
Oh, yeah. That's diesel, right. We're going to have to go there then.
We'll figure this out.
Hopefully it reaches. We'll just go further forwards. It's only a small car. So we've got a separate key just for the filler.
Obviously.
No, I know these have a slow fill in there. See, look at that, it's already splashing back. So we'll just go slowly.
Obviously. We're trying to be stealth mode right now.
Yeah, stealth film. To be fair, as long as you're not actually on the phone, I don't think it's an issue.
Hopefully not.
Right, we'll stick 20 quid in. I've had one of these before where the breather, basically you fill it up full power and as you let go it blows back in your face. I had to run in the fuel station and pour a bottle of water over my face because I've got fuel all over my face. So I've learned my lesson to fill up 205s very slowly now.
Especially this one.
See, look at that, it's already coming out.
No.
Can't go much slower.
I like how it wastes
Nearly hit
fuel
20
as much
quid.
as it uses it.
Yeah, 20 quid, we'll see how long that lasts. It was pretty much empty as it
Probably
came
5
in.
minutes.
Time to get back in this thing now.
No, that's the fun bit.
Oh, don't know about fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely stinks of fuel in here.
I feel like it always stinks
Yeah,
of
it
fuel.
does always stink of fuel, but more so than normal.
Yeah, the smell is quite... I mean, it's nothing that you
Potent
can...
would be the word.
Trying to explain the smell is...
Right, let's hope it restarts. Where are we going to head now for our next challenge?
Wow, I'm feeling quite thirsty. I don't know about you.
Yeah, maybe thirsty. You go and see how this thing parks?
Oh, yes.
We'll have a go. Oh, ignition.
Yeah.
Please start. Oh yeah.
It's the mighty Peugeot.
Back on. Well, that was rather successful. No
Police.
real drama there. Oh, police car, police car.
Hopefully we don't get pulled over.
We got tax and MOT and insurance, so no reason.
Anyway.
Oh,
That is actually just ridiculously loud.
yeah. Let's go and into the town and see how we get on with parking this thing. It absolutely stinks.
It does stink. Like, worse than it did before. And that's saying something.
Oh, I feel bad for all these people at the side of the road with these brakes.
It's a proper... It's like the chalkboard thing when you...
Oh
yeah,
you run your nail across a chalkboard. It's worse than that, yeah.
Oh, I don't think we're actually going to final it, Mark. Because of all the
Yeah,
bikes.
as we said, it's a festival on at Ragley Hall. Oh, what's this? Here we go. Do I jump out? We found a space.
Just about.
Right, we've got to try and solo parallel park it now. There's a car behind me not being too patient.
Let's see how he cocks this up then. Go on, lad. He's almost done it. I think because of the fact it's so small.
Look at that. In one of the tightest spaces in the town. In one. That is the perks of a small front-wheel drive 205. It's even got power steering, this one. Been fitted. So yeah, to be honest, absolutely fly through that test. Like, yeah.
I was going to say, you've actually smashed that. I think because it's so small.
Oh yeah, it's just straight in. Ultimate daily, that is.
And now everyone's probably questioning why we're leaving.
And everyone's thinking, why have you parked and now you're leaving?
Because we're degenerates. God almighty. That's actually quite a perfect car
Speed
for
bump.
that. Sweet. That was brilliant. And now we're stuck in traffic again.
And now we're in traffic. It's not overheating, that's good. We have got the fan if we need it.
It's quite a nice day though. I mean, it's still very warm in here.
Yeah, I've got the window down. It's, yeah, as you say, it's very warm.
That's good aircon, that is.
Best aircon you'll get.
Oh,
Oh, no.
my.
Barely even braking this like that.
We're not going to get used to that either.
Yeah. What other challenges have we got on the list then?
Well, with our first challenge out of the way, we wanted to cover a bit more on the comfort side of things, putting it to the test over some speed bumps, something we hope a rally car should handle quite well.
So we've got a road with quite a few speed bumps on here, so we'll give these a go. These are the centralised ones. We'll take it over them, put the passenger.
Cheers.
Oh, didn't even notice that though. That was actually really good.
It was actually. Go on, now it's your turn.
And this one my turn. That's remarkably smooth. Obviously it's a rally car, so it does help.
Quite a bit, actually.
You do realise with this bike thing on, there's no way we're going to be going through McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, no.
We'll have to stop at this shop down here and we'll get a drink that could be the next challenge, because we need a drink because it's absolutely boiling.
Definitely.
So we'll get a drink and we'll just see how practical it is to have a drink in.
The one thing I have noticed is it doesn't have any cup holders.
Ah, you're wrong.
Am
It
I
does
wrong?
have a cup holder.
Prove me wrong.
You have to open the door to get to it, which we'll show you shortly. And there's a water bottle holder. So it's only good if you've got a sealed bottle. If you've got a cup of coffee from Costa, it's going to go everywhere.
Great.
So, yeah. There's a Greg's. We're going to go to Greg's.
We're going to go to Greg's, are we? I don't mind a Greg's.
Which parking? Right, well now we're going to try some parallel, well not parallel. I don't know what it's called, like a reverse park, a bay park. That's the one. And it's amazing with these old cars, just how easily they fit into a bay. You know, you've got a new car.
This isn't for Greg's, by the way.
And they don't. We'll go in there then.
Yeah.
And you know, they barely fit in the bay, like a Range Rover or whatever.
Oh god.
Glad that noise is off. Yeah. So, thanks for having a little.
See if how
2
good
5
the
rally
security is, as well, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it unless one of us goes in again. But this is the issue with the rally car.
This is the issue. Because what do we actually do now? Because I want to drink, and you also want to drink.
Yeah, we've got people looking at us now. We've got a crowd.
We have.
Right.
It's one man.
Let's
see what happens.
let's end the camera here. We'll go get a drink and then we'll continue.
So, next step was to get a drink from the shop and see just how good Tom thinks his cup holder really is. Right.
So,
We've got our
got the water, successful. Car's still here, hasn't been stolen. So, let me just show you the water bottle holder. So, if you take a look around here.
According to him.
This is luxury, yeah.
This
It's actually a mountain bike holder, empty bottle. You get this? Oh. Okay, bigger bottle of water, it would actually be successful. So, okay, we don't have any cup holders.
Wow.
But we've got a sealed lid, so we're okay. As I said, if you had a Costa, as they do in that shop there, would not be as successful.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's like Rolls-Royce luxury right there, you know. Premium cup holders.
But you do have the pocket there holder for the map.
I do. I have.
Yeah, you'll just have to pass me my water when I request it.
I don't know if the bottle of water's going to fit.
That's a co-driver's job.
Oh.
See, if we'd have got a bigger bottle of water, it
Yeah,
wouldn't have
that's
fitted
true.
in there.
If you got one of the big ones, I've got that in. Can we get more than one?
I hope so, because
Well, you've drank more than me. It should squash itself, surely.
let's see.
We're going to forget his as well now.
Right, let's get it started again.
Right, we've got two. We've got a cup holder, so that's quality. So that's a successful challenge.
So, let's continue on this. Let's continue on this short road trip adventure.
Right.
Oh,
Start it up first.
my help with the ignition was on.
Start the camera.
Don't want to flood it.
And it's on.
So far, fairly successful. You know, it's not been as easy as having a nice daily, like, you know, your average car. Not been as comfy, it's been a lot more noisy. Not as practical, but it also has been practical in ways when it comes to parking.
That's true. That actually surprised me quite a lot.
On both occasions, we've successfully parked. The security is definitely a downside. Having to very quickly run in the shop, but there is one bonus. There is no key, so anyone can start this car, but they've got to know what they're doing. There's about 4 switches and buttons. You've got to have different ways to obviously get the engine running. So, you know, your average person probably won't know how to do it. So, you know, there's that as well.
True.
Yeah, I need to get my window back now.
I say the sun has just come out and
Yeah, there is blue
like
sky.
a heater.
Blue sky up there.
I actually cannot reach my window. I've got it.
It's the perks of being a
There.
driver.
Oh my god.
Yeah, at least it's not raining.
I think raining would be fun.
The car's behaving itself. Although it's rather uncomfy, it is a great rally car. You know, you could really imagine driving this through the stages, and what a machine it would genuinely be. Just so nippy, lightweight. It is very easy to drive. You know, you've got to be a proper driver though to get the last 10% out of it to really find the limit to something like this. And that's when it really starts working. Aggressive diff setup. Not loads of power, so you've got to really optimise what you have got, get the most out of it. So yeah, we're just now coming up to a fairly busy roundabout, and then we'll be on a back lane, and then that then will be when we're going to attempt our next challenge.
And that's 50 miles an hour after all that noise.
You can feel the way it's moving across the road.
Oh my god.
And that was about 50 miles an hour, like the national speed limit, and you feel alive. And my bum is being vibrated off. The vibration through the chair is, so you feel like as you pick up the throttle, the car moves. So you can see it move across the road. I don't move the steering wheel, that's the dip. So you ready? It starts to turn. And that's what it's like driving a car with a proper limited slip plate differential.
It is so loud in here.
Oh yeah. Loud is an understatement. Like, you really wouldn't want to be daily driving this. Not even for your neighbour's sake, it's early morning start, your own sake. You would definitely be awake, put it that way, when you get to work in the morning.
Well, I think the fuel smell would wake you up.
Yeah, or send you to sleep. So, yeah. But yeah, what an experience, driving along at 50 miles an hour. There's never been so fun. You know, sat in traffic. Yeah.
Well, driving along was fun and all, but our next challenge is something that I think 99% of us dread. That is, of course, getting a flat tyre. So, me and Tom decided to put the mighty Peugeot rally car to the test.
So, we're now at the side of the road. We've actually just got a puncture. A puncture.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, we're now going to try and see how efficiently it is, or how efficiently we can change it using
Which is not very efficient.
the equipment. Yeah, not very efficient, but we have got the aid of the proper kit that they would use in a rally car at the side of a stage. So you've got your spare wheel strapped in, you've got a jack on quick release tabs here with 19mm on it for the nut gun, all in the holder. So yeah, let's see how we get on.
Yep.
So let's get it unstrapped. Quite nice and quick, wheel out, you've got the central holster there. How quick was that? No boot carpet in the way, nothing at all. There's your wheel out. Next up, we're going to need the jack.
I'm just going to film you doing it. I don't have to do
Yeah,
it.
like, you may as well. Nut gun and jack out already. First things first, we've got to get it jacked up. You do want on a level ground for this. This gravel surface is certainly not optimal. Is there even any air in this tyre? Not really. Maybe it's a bit soft, so rather than actually change it, we'll take this wheel off, probably put this one back on, just so
we can prove that we can do it.
we can prove the same point. So I'm just going to straighten some of this gravel out of the way, get it level. Nut gun on do up mode. 90mm on there, and you'll see the seam of the chassis. You do it up just so it fits between the slot. You wind it up.
Now that is mega. That is actually mega.
Yeah. Like, why can't you don't need a stupid little handle. Not going off. Straight off. Don't lose your wheel nuts. Off you go. That obviously, in theory, you'd put that one on, but we're not going to in this instance. Wheel back on. Line up your studs. Yeah, like, it's so much more efficient than a road car. This proving our point. Nut gun on, start it carefully. Down you go. I'm being a bit funny. Starting by hand, that's how you're meant to do it.
Yeah.
The rally people all the time, they'll just shove them on by hand, because obviously when you're in a rush, it doesn't really matter. That's it on. So you jack down. Look at that, all the way down. I'm just going to give the wheels a quick more, just to check.
Make sure they're properly. And there you go.
Look at that, it's changed already. So just got to put the kit away. Got these little things here. Drop your jack over, slide the tabs back. And yeah, you know, how easy is that?
I'll give you the wheel.
Far more efficient.
I'll do something for you.
I mean, one of the things is it's actually got a spare wheel, which a lot of modern cars don't, which is just quite frankly ridiculous.
Yeah, they all have the
Strap
whatever
up.
it is.
Make sure that's not twisted.
Tyre spray.
Yeah, tyre seal.
Tyre seal, yeah.
Yeah, and a pump, that's what they'll give you. Whereas how easy is that? It's not hard, is it? Give us a spare wheel, a scissor jack, with a bit of modification. How efficient's that? Look, all back in, punch
And
repair, and you're back on the road in what? Weren't even really trying in probably less than 2 minutes.
Yep. Simple. Now I've got to get back in this thing.
Successfully done the puncture repair. We're now back on these beautiful roads. Oh. Everything's behaving itself, all systems in order. We're going to make our way. Brilliant. Back towards a bit nearer base for a couple more final challenges. Yeah, overall I would certainly say it's been fairly successful so far.
Security is a problem though.
Yeah, it does have its positives that are far better, but the negatives do outweigh the positives at the moment, mainly due to the noise and the security probably being the biggest two issues.
Yeah.
As for drivability, it's not bad. You've got to kind of know what you're doing behind the wheel of it, or you could get yourself in a mess. But it's certainly dailyable. Clutch, it's not heavy, it's nice. Brakes are really good. You know, it's quite comfy as well. The seating supports you really well.
I actually,
Yeah.
considering on the Peugeot, I actually don't mind how I'm sat in it. It's like,
Well, yeah, and for such a small car as well, there's so much room.
it does sound mega to me.
It does sound good, like,
It does.
whilst it is noisy, it does make some good noises.
Yeah.
Just coming into a national speed limit zone. Let's see what it sounds like.
Give it a view.
We'll let the car pull away in front of us.
We stop now.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got someone overtaking. Yeah.
Look at the camera go!
Jeez. What's amazing is that was like 45 miles an hour the whole time through there, and you're having so much fun. Like, it's epic. It's the only word for it.
It's cool. Really, really cool. I'm loving that.
Yeah, it's really putting up well with, you know, doing rally car things. It's flying through it.
Wow, as you can see, this Peugeot rally car is certainly being a lot of fun. Me and Tom were struggling to make our way back to the workshop due to us accidentally taking the longer roads back. This was of course definitely not due to just how much fun this was to sit in, let alone drive it. But after a few hours maybe, we finally made it back to the workshop and ready to start our last challenge.
So, next up, we've got the challenge of how practical is the boot space we were talking about. We've got a load of cardboard boxes.
An assortment of them.
Yeah, we're going to see how many we
get
can fit in.
I
So,
think we'll probably just be shoving them in.
yeah, they might be a bit crushed, but that's obviously not what you want though. For practicality, you want to keep it in good condition. So we'll try
If this
not
was
to.
your shopping.
Yeah, if this was your shopping or your post, you know, your fresh delivery, you want to keep it in good order. So, decent space. As you can see, we've already got our own bags and helmet bags there, so it's another use of the
Rally element.
yeah, the rally element in the helmet bag.
Right.
Let's get stuck in. Should we think about this, or should we just shove them in?
I think it's not a game of Tetris, is it? I'm
No.
sure we'll figure it out.
Let's see how many. I've lost count of how many there are. We'll count them when we take them out, when the boots. Yeah, that'll go. Yeah.
Oh,
Right, let's see if it
might
shows.
crush that a bit.
Let's see. Don't shut. I reckon we tweak this one.
You might have figured something out there. I'm determined now.
Yeah, we will find a way. Shove that inside
You're
there.
swapping the box.
Swap that one.
Tactical. I like
And that one up there.
And then that one will fit there.
In theory, this will shut.
In theory. You can't see out the back. Oh no, has it not
No,
gone?
it's not quite gone this side. Oh, there
It's
we
that
are.
one there.
Just watch the glass, but
Probably pop on in this thing.
look at that. It's in. Both pins are done up.
That is like a delivery van.
Yeah, like
You could use that for Amazon delivery.
Amazon
yeah.
delivery. So
Amazon?
it can not only earn you money as well. Like, yeah. So let's take them out. See how many we got in there.
Yeah. I think. I will say, I think, like I said, you can't see out the back anymore.
2 there. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. 7.
It doesn't blow away.
Yeah, problem is very windy. 8, 9,
9.
11 boxes.
Which I don't think is too
Or
bad.
10 if you don't count the one inside the other box. So,
I mean,
you know, for such a small car, as a normal road car, that has done incredibly well at that.
And we haven't used any room in the front either.
No, and we've only really used half
there
of
is
the
a
back
wheel in
seat
the
area
way.
because roll cage. But to be fair, the standard car boot would only really come to here. So yeah, it's, in a way, it's better than the standard car. Yeah, 100%. Because standard car would have the seats standard sat here. The back
You're going to fit 11 boxes
yeah,
of
there's
different size.
no way. If we had a standard 205 GTR here, we could obviously compare, but we've seen plenty of them, and I can tell you now, you wouldn't get 11 boxes like this in the boot space of a normal 205.
And considering, again, you've got the wheel in the way and the roll cage,
Yeah, if
I
you got
think
the spare
that's
wheel
actually
out,
pretty good.
but then you've got to keep that in for the practicality we saw earlier.
True.
So yeah, I think that's a great success.
Well, I mean, overall, I would say it's actually done pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Overall, it's probably, obviously not quite as good as the daily, but it's definitely a lot more successful in a lot of
It's a lot
ways.
funner.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah, definitely
which
more
is better.
fun.
Yeah, it'd wake you up in the morning on the way to work. It would also wake your neighbours up. More boot space. What else? Spare wheel. That was a great success. Negatives, to summarise, were boiling hot in the car.
It was very hot. The brakes as well.
Yeah, the noise of the brakes.
That was ridiculous at some points.
Parallel parking was also a great success. So, you know, overall, I would say, it's, you know, you could daily ride the car.
Yeah, you could.
You'd have to be rather brave.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting.
But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and thanks very much for watching.
Yep, thank you very
We
much.
will see you on the channel very soon with some more content. If you liked it, don't forget to like. Also, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps. Leave your comments and your thoughts below. See if you think you would like to daily a rally car. And yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.
Thank you very much. See you next time.